video. I'm really welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be at North Bank Fisheries in Peterborough. We are going tomorrow at about 10:30. I thought I'd do my intro now while I'm sorting out my camera batteries. We're going to leave at about 10:30. We're allowed on the lake at 1. We're meant to be set a good bit of weather actually. It's going to be rainy for the Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's going to be 17 degrees. There's 6 of us going. It's me, my dad, Josh, his stepdad, my uncle, my cousin. So yeah, that's us. There's 10 swims, and we'll have to see what the session brings. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. Get to try out my new overwrap for my bivvy. We're gonna have to see how it goes, but I will see you at the lake tomorrow.
Seen a few. Right, so we are finally at the lake. It's actually about, I don't know where my phone is, 9 o'clock now. Been here since about 12:30, but I've been setting the rods up, setting the bivvy up. Got the rods out about 4:30. The fish 6:30 maybe. I got one to a willow tree about a rod length off, and then I got one to another willow tree about a rod length off. And I just slung a Ronnie rig on a helicopter system out, found a spot, put a little bit of bait out on it, 14 wraps. I just put 2 spoms, but I think I'm either going to drop back shorter or I'm going to push up to about 18 wraps if I don't catch anything. I'm in peg 2, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I've seen a few. Obviously I just heard one now, proper cunt looked out. This willow. I don't know how well you can hear me because it is blowing an absolute gale force wind. It is now Monday. I've had no fish as yet. I'm still a bit iffy on my swim. I heard one last night. Well, I heard a few last night, but they sounded long. So I think I'm going to give it one more night here, and if I see fish elsewhere, I'm probably going to move. But if not, I'm just going to stick here, and I'm probably going to swing one right into that far corner. I'm just waiting for this weather to, like, it's 15 degrees, but it's blowing an absolute hoolie. But it's not, numbers wise, it's not that windy, but it feels windy. Like, it's really uncomfortable. It's about 18 miles an hour, but yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens. Like I said, I don't really feel that confident. I feel hopeful. I baited up this spot in peg 1 under this willow tree, and this morning it went really cloudy. So I had a look, and I think it was definitely fish. So I put a rod in there for a little bit, but I scuffed it up a few times, cast up the tree. I couldn't quite get it where I wanted it with this wind. And then this water's been overlapping the swims, and it's hit the back of my alarms. So one of them's, the battery's gone funny, so I've had to change the battery on that, and I've moved my pod back a little bit now. Got no rods in the water now. I'm just going to redo all of them. So first of all, I'm going to do my rod that's 16 wraps out towards the tree behind that house. It's literally on a helicopter rig. So this is like the called a heli safe. I've got a 3.5 ounce lead on there, just to try and punch through this wind. It might even be 4. I'm not sure. And then up here, I've got the bead. I've pulled that up quite far because I'm landed on a fairly clear spot, but just in case if it's not like a guaranteed clear spot, my rig's definitely going to be presented. Then it's on a Ronnie rig with a quick change swivel on the end. Got an anti-tangle sleeve, called a camo, and I've tried a different hook pattern. I've tried the crank, I've tried it before. The hook hole's been pretty good, but I might change it later. I'll have to see. But it's obviously barbless hook, so. And then I've got an incredible tackle hooks, like bait screw, incredible tackle stops, like bait stops, not bait stops, and an incredible tackle shrink tube. But yeah, we're gonna have to. I'll get this out and I'll see what it brings. Hopefully a fish. But yeah, I'll film me casting it out and doing a little bit of spodding. I'm gonna do just 2 spoms over the top. I'm gonna try and spom. I mean, yeah, it should be alright. But what? So it's about 9:30 now. I've got all of the rods out. I've had them out for a while. I went round the other side to try and find the slope off, and it happened to be that I was actually fishing on it before. So I got the marker rod out there, found it. It was 10 foot, it was right at the bottom of the slope. I'm not really happy with like the one depth. It's just 10 foot out in front of me. It's a little bit discouraging, but we're gonna have to see what the night brings. I haven't seen or heard anything today, but yeah, we're gonna have to see. Hopefully I'll see the night of a fish. If not, I'll be making a cup of tea in the morning. Right, so my middle rod, oh, that was a close one, just screamed off. It's come with this lovely £23 common. That was on a yellow northern special on a Ronnie rig to the far margin. Found a deep little gully. And yeah, I'm going to get some pictures and I'm going to slip back. Well, it's not so good morning. This is a little bit of a late update because I caught the fish before the update. That was a brilliant fish, £23 common, and it was really nerve-wracking playing it, especially after you haven't caught in 3 days. And yeah, I put in the effort to move, so I moved to swim 5. I found some fish. This swim is very shallow, so I had a lot of doubts about it, but I found this deep little hole. Well, it's not even that deep, it's 6 foot, but that's the deepest part of the lake in this area, this deepest part of the swim. So I stuck it in there at about 8 o'clock, screaming run, and then that £23 common came in. It fought really hard, especially for having shallow margins. It just went straight into them. It was crazy. I did lose one last night on my right hand rod. It's miffed me a bit because I was asleep and I had my alarm going, so I ran down there. I saw the bobbin in the top, I hit it. I felt a little bit of kicking and then I just, nothing else. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. But to be honest, it's not looking that great at the moment for where I am. It's very shallow, and it's meant to go up to 18 degrees today. I hope that is right. It's 12 degrees right now, but if that is right, we should get in front of here. It's just this wind. I hope that doesn't stop the fish from getting in here, because if this water warms up really quick, but it's not meant to be sunny, so if this water warms up really quick, I reckon they'll get in here again. But I heard them showing in the reeds when I got in here yesterday. Obviously my uncle caught yesterday, really nice fish. But yeah, I'm just gonna go and cook some breakfast for everyone who wants it, and then we're gonna have to see what happens today. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hopefully I'll have a fish on the bank, but if not, I'll see you in a bit. Fairly early. So it's the 4th and final night of my 4-night trip to North Bank. It looks a lot better this evening. My dad lost one earlier. It was gutting, really. Yeah, but that's pretty much been it today. I chilled out. I redid my rods earlier. Instead of trying to put it in that little hole in the reeds with the baiting pole, I done it with a cast. And when I did it with my cast, I managed to cast over the top of the reeds and then bring the line around. So now I've sunk the line, so it's going around the reeds. It's in this like very tight little spot. So I'm feeling a lot more confident on that rod. And obviously I've got a lot of confidence in my middle rod, because that's what I had the fish on last night. I found this deep hole for my swim, because it's all about 3 foot, 6 foot deep. So I've gone in that. It's a feature, isn't it? So yeah, it's promising. And then my left hand rod, I did the baiting pole this time, and I've just scooped it like 5 feet off the bank. I've scooped it right in, lowered it like that, and it's right in these reeds here. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty confident. It's been a tough week. I mean, 4 days. We've had 5 bites and we've landed 2, which isn't the greatest. But I mean, it's quite snaggy, and there's a lot of low-lying siltweed, and I mean, we're just getting into spring. There's gonna be a lot more weed at a different time of the year. So I mean, we've done all right, but we haven't done the best. I mean, it's fishing. It's called fishing for a reason, not catching. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens tonight. But hopefully I'll see the fish in the middle of the night. If not, I will see you in the morning when I'm packing up. I've got a lot of packing up to do tomorrow morning, so I'm going to get up fairly early, get all of this bivvy done, and then leave my rods out at about 10 o'clock. So yeah, I'll see you then. Morning. It is the final morning. Nothing happened last night, it was all quiet. But about 5 o'clock this morning, Josh's rod ripped off. So we've got some nice pictures of that. I'll stick them on the screen. And then at half an hour ago, Sam had a ripper in open water, and he landed a nice linear. Josh's was a linear as well. So we had, I'm not sure how many we had. I think we had 3 between us, and we dropped a few. But we've learned a lot of knowledge here, and I think if we came again, I think we'd have a much better trip. We've learnt what like the lake bed's like, and how the fish act, and what their patrol routes are. They sort of, you find they patrol around the margins a lot, and they move off of pressure quite a lot. So obviously there was more fish down this end of the lake, so a few people moved. Me and Josh, we moved over here, and the fish pushed up into all of that water over there, and Sam stuck some rods out there and he caught. But yeah, it was a tough session overall, but happy that I managed to get a bite. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the last couple hours. I'll probably just put a clip of, if I catch a fish, I'll probably just use my phone, get a clip. I'm going to pack the camera away now. I've got pretty much everything packed up. My swim is in a state. Got to get all of this stuff away. My ground sheet there folded up. No, I didn't put that in the van. But yeah, I'm going to sort that stuff out now. So I will see you in the next video. I'm not sure where that will be. Will probably be either at Par Fisheries or a day session, because I think I'm going for a day on Saturday. But yeah, we'll have to see. So I'll see you in the next video.